Well, good morning. Here is our first video of our Grand South America Antarctica cruise. And I am up at 5 o'clock this morning as we are starting a full day of Panama Canal. And we are supposedly to make it to our first locks this morning. We have spent the last 3 days learning a lot about the Panama Canal and when it was thought of and when it was constructed and how many people it took to build this canal and how many people lost their lives building this canal, trying to figure out what the heck those mosquitoes were doing and how many people were actually dying because of those mosquitoes. And now we both have our yellow fever shots and we are prepared for everything as we venture into South America. Well, I may have gotten up just a little early. They said 5 o'clock. There's a lot of other people up too. And perhaps I will go find a nice spot to sit. We are on the Prinsendam, which is about half the size of the Amsterdam. It's still a little sad missing our Amsterdam family, but every day we meet somebody else, somebody special on the Prinsendam, making it much easier to be on this beautiful ship. And it is quite beautiful, and so is the weather. And the size is very nice. And, well, the list is long. Here comes our first little action here. This is probably our host, our pilot. And I hear our pilot is going to jump on board. It is maritime law that a pilot from that country has to come on board. Oh, let's just continue this little video. If it gets long and boring, I apologize. And, well, different than our other ship, I can't. I got a wall, so I'm gonna say goodbye. Well, I noticed that the pilot boat, this is a ship. This is deck 3 of the... Alright, we are going, I'm zooming in. And there's our pilot ship. Let's see, did I miss the transfer? Maybe I didn't. No, it looks like it did. I did. We missed the captain jumping on board. They're so pros at it, they probably just did one big jump and we have a new visitor on board. And it appears that our Panamanian pilot is on board. I suspect this guy should just be taken off in a moment. There he goes. Maybe not. Maybe it needed to be a little bit closer to the ship. Let's get a little closer. Here we are packing cargo and hopefully all of the supplies needed for today's festivities. Oh boy, do we have a whole day planned. Dancers, lecturers, Panama buns. Madeline's said, "Daddy, wake me up when it's time to eat one of the Panama buns." They've opened the bow and we'll be on the bow today all day watching this crossing. Alright, I've Forgive this morning video. I'll try to make it as exciting as possible. But it is going to be a good archive of something that I've kind of waited for all my life. Panama Canal Crossing. There's nothing like the science behind a lock. Forgive the shaky camera because I'm holding it over the water and I got two hands on it. Alright, I think the pilot's on board. If the boxes are going on now, the pilot definitely went on before the boxes. Alright, we're out. Let's go to the back of the ship. Alright, here we are. The sun is rising. It is going to be a beautiful morning. And we have lots of people that are up. Here we are in the first chamber.
For those of you that can see the locomotives, I can't see them from here, but you'll notice that there are three lights on the top. Orange light, red light, and green light. The orange light, some locomotives more yellow than orange. That light will remain lit until the cable from that locomotive is attached to the ship. When the cables are attached, that orange light will go off. The red light in the middle is from instructions from the pilot. It's the pilot on the bridge who's in charge of getting this ship. As they look over to the left, way in the distance, you can see those white buildings with the blue roofs. Those are the workers.
It is a beautiful sunrise this morning. And the rain stopped.
Remember, they do not use locomotives as tugboats, tugboats in the back.
It is gorgeous.
They also tie up.
We are almost in the chamber. Again, this process is going to take a long time. We are moving very slowly. When the bell sounds, anybody crossing that gate needs to get off, as now the tides are even and the walls will open and we will go into the last chamber. Madeline is finally up and she is getting filmed for her Polaroid camera so she can take some pictures. But she kind of noticed from our stateroom that the boat was rising. We were leaving the last chamber and she could see us going up. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous morning. Here's another scan. Oh yeah. Welcome to Panama. And there it goes. It is opening up.
Over on the right-hand side is the Gatun Dam. The Gatun is an earth-filled dam. It has 14 spillway gates, and the spillway gates control the water.